buckle up and bring the oxygen tank. Destination Polaris starts right now.
Destination Polaris is presented by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications.
Welcome to Destination Polaris. We are just outside Silverton, Colorado, here at about 13,000 feet. Over my shoulder there, the San Juan Mountains. Is there any better way to start a ride? From here on out, every ride we do should start at 10,000 feet. For the next 3 days, we loop around the San Juan Mountains just outside Silverton, Colorado. You'll find the remote town of Silverton in the southwestern part of Colorado, roughly an hour north of Durango. The ski and snowmobile town is quickly becoming a premier off-road destination. When you arrive in Silverton, roll down Main Street and look for these guys.
We do guided trips and we also do rentals, so you can take a RZR out any way that you like.
Eric Lawyer is the owner of Rock Pirates Tours and Adventures.
We've been running a guided operation out of Silverton for 12 years.
Go with your own group or ride with a guide. Either way, you'll be blown away.
We got a Racer 1000 four-seater, and we're going to be taking that up into the sky in the highest county in North America.
Sounds like fun. Sign us up.
I'm really excited.
Have you ever done anything like this?
No.
Yeah?
Rock Pirates is great, man.
Here you go.
We booked everything online, nice and easy. We're going to see some mine tours, climb up high in the mountains, and do things we don't get to do in Texas.
You're going to see landscapes way above timberline, as well as down in the creeks and the creek beds and beautiful riverscapes, waterfalls and ghost towns. You name it, we've got it. The most popular trip that we sell is the Alpine Loop.
The Alpine Loop runs 80 miles and navigates through 2 high alpine passes.
You head north to the old ghost town of Animas Forks. And from there, you take off over Cinnamon Pass, almost 13,000 feet, drop back down, straight into Lake City.
From Lake City, take off over Engineer Pass at 13,000 feet. And then back to Silverton.
6 to 8 hours, and people tend to show up dirty and tired with giant smiles on their faces, so it's awesome.
Oh man, we're pumped.
We're going to have a lot of fun today.
Let's do this. First stop on our way to the top, the mining town of Animas Forks.
Yeah, Animas Forks is the biggest ghost town in the area. There's still quite a few buildings standing. You can go inside all the old buildings. It's very cool. You can go out and just actually touch the history of the area.
These old mining houses are open to the public. Just walk right in. See how Mr. William Duncan lived back in the day, huh? For it being as old as it is, it's not bad. Look at that. I mean, just look at this view.
Wouldn't have been a bad place.
No.
If it didn't have 9 months of winter. The local historical society's done a lot of work, and they're starting to slowly restore these buildings.
But, I mean, can you imagine what it was like, dude? I mean, at 11,000 feet. I mean, you spend your winters up here.
Yeah, it would have been a tough life back then.
And they stayed up here all winter, huh?
All winter, yeah. Snowshoes and skis.
We're leaving out, though, the big part of this, aren't we?
What's that?
Right up around the corner.
Yes, the big mine. Yeah.
So we go check that out?
Yeah, let's go take a look.
Okay. Up the road, you'll find the old mine. Eric, the town was cool, but this is impressive, man.
Yeah, this is the old mill that serviced the gold mine just down the hill here.
The fact that this much is standing, it's kind of amazing.
Yeah, they didn't mess around. It's built to last.
Well, I thought about staying the night here, but at 11,000 feet, ain't gonna happen. Stick around, though. When we come back, we're gonna do some more riding. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications. And by KMC Wheels, precision for chaos. And by Brimstone, camp, ride, and kick back at Brimstone.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. We're in Silverton, Colorado, riding the Alpine Loop.
And that's kind of the trail that sort of made this area famous.
We've toured the old mining town of Animas Forks, and now we're headed to our first pass.
There's something really special about taking people out and showing them something that I'm really excited and in love with, and sharing it with other people. It's awesome.
Eric Lawyer operates Rock Pirates tours. In the winter, they do snowmobiles. But this is their first year on the dirt.
We exclusively rent Polaris Razor 900 and 1000s. And we also have a Ranger crew, 6-seater for the whole family.
It's a partnership between Rock Pirates and Polaris Adventures.
It's really creating safe, memorable adventures.
Tony Pohl helped launch Polaris Adventures. They've teamed up with premier guide services around the country.
We're in locations like Yellowstone, Park City, Silverton, Colorado, the Black Hills, Tahoe, and in Arizona and Southern California in the desert as well. They're in most premier ride locations that give a good variety of different terrain and different vistas and views and adventures.
All right, Tell me how it works.
A group comes into our office, and the first thing we do is start talking about what they're interested in seeing.
You have this GPS with you today. It's going to move along the trail as you do. That way you can see exactly where you're going.
We really pride ourselves in that these adventures are available to everyone. Anybody can come out and do this, mom and dad and the whole crew.
If you give it a little bit of throttle, all of a sudden everything engages.
That's what we've developed with Polaris Adventures, is a premium experience where you're driving the most current model year product, and it's accessorized. It's outfitted with the best of our equipment.
You know, you don't have to go out and buy a razor tomorrow to come out and have a great razor adventure.
So I'm not going to get lost.
No, you will not get lost out there.
We won't need a GPS today. Eric knows all the secret spots, including a hidden mine.
Here we go.
Could you imagine going in here for work every day?
Just hammer and chisel and just take days to get a lot of work. Yeah. You could tell that there was a reason for them mining in that area. There was some little flecks of what looked like to be gold, but it could have been pyrite. It might be pyrite. But for us, it was good enough gold.
No gold, but we did bump into this little nugget.
Wow, dude, this is I mean, we've seen a lot of waterfalls on our ride, but this one's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it's right off the trail here, so you can walk down real easy, and it's just a really pretty little spot.
Secret spots and killer views are only the start to this adventure. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by the Polaris Visa Card. Power your passion. Earn Polaris cash on your everyday purchases. And by B&W Trailer Hitches, towing adventure. And by Aluma Trailers, the best aluminum trailers available.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. We are in Silverton, Colorado, hanging with the guys from Rock Pirates. You know, we're all about the destination, but these guys are all about the adventure. Rock Pirates Tours and Adventures staked claim to one of the nicest backdrops we've ever seen.
In a lot of ways, you sort of feel like the luckiest guy in the world, right?
Based out of Silverton, Colorado.
Yeah, we're right at 9,300 feet.
The tour company will rent you a machine, or just bring your own.
Silverton, of course, you can drive the machines in town, and so it's created sort of a mecca for OHV travel and razor travel. And then you've got all these trails, hundreds and hundreds of miles of trail just outside of town. And the fact that you can, come in, drop your trailer, unload your razor, and head off on these trails right from town there's nowhere else in the state that you can do that.
Today, we're on our way to Kite Lake.
Kite Lake is right on the border of the Weminuche Wilderness. It's kind of off the beaten path a little bit, and it's one of my personal favorite spots.
But to get to Kite Lake, you go over some major passes.
So Eric, we started at Engineer Pass that way, right? Yep. And now we're at Cinnamon Pass.
Yep.
But explain to me how the Alpine Loop works.
Well, this is the Alpine Loop, and is and always been here in order to connect two different communities, Silverton and Lake City. So it's about an 80-mile round-trip loop. Starting, you can do it either way, Cinnamon to Engineer, Engineer to Cinnamon, either way. But it's one of the largest and most scenic loops in the state.
It was so vast. It almost looks like very European, Alp-like. I just love being at 13,000 feet and looking off the vista and seeing as far as my eyes can go. That's what it's all about.
Could we see any 14ers from Engineer?
Yeah, you can see Mount Snuffles just to the northwest.
Mount Snuffles.
Snuffles, just outside of, you're right there.
Wow.
We won't make it to 14,000 feet, but got pretty dang close.
We've gone a lot of places on this ride, but this, your favorite place, man.
Yeah, Stony Pass. It's awesome.
Stony Pass. The Stony Pass just isn't, 12,650 feet, which we're a little higher than that right now. This is kind of a big deal right here.
Yeah, this is the Continental Divide.
Continental Divide right here.
Yeah. So everything on that side flows Pacific and everything on that side flows Atlantic.
Wow. Dude, I mean, I knew we'd be high on this trip, elevation-wise, but I didn't realize that that'd be like literally straddling the Continental Divide right now.
Yeah. That section of Stony Pass I'm standing on marks an important part of Southwestern history.
It was the original road into Silverton, came from Santa Fe, New Mexico, long ways away.
We crossed the Continental Divide feeling pretty good about ourselves. Until we arrived at the Rio Grande River. Yes, that Rio Grande.
So I feel like we're crossing half of Colorado here. First you take us over the Continental Divide, and now you bring us here.
Yeah, the Rio Grande River.
This is the Rio Grande River.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Yeah, headwaters of the Rio Grande right here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's neat. Yeah, it's cool. Everybody knows that river.
I would have never thought that we were going to cross the Rio Grande on this trip.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So now we're going to have to load up and actually
Cross.
make our way across.
Yes.
All right. It's doable?
Oh, yeah. It's spicy, but we'll do it.
All right, we'll do it.
With the river behind us, we're ready to finish our ride to Kite Lake. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Super ATV, your trusted source for high-quality parts and accessories. And by Polaris Adventures, safe, memorable adventures. And by Kicker and SSB Works. Go wherever your music takes you.
Welcome back to DP. What a week it's been riding with Rock Pirates in Silverton, Colorado.
Kind of southwestern corner of Colorado.
When you hang with these guys, they'll hook you up with the coolest toys on snow, dirt, and pavement.
It's been great. We're busy, the machines are awesome, and people are enjoying their experience and their adventures.
This is our second year doing it, and kids absolutely have a blast on it. So do the adults, so everybody wins.
So we really pride ourselves in being able to tailor the trip to the people that come in. People are really starting to realize what these mountains and that town has to offer. You can really get out and see some country, do it safely and enjoyably with your family, and get to some places that you're just not going to see in any other kind of vehicle.
We've been to 12,000 feet, climbed multiple passes, crossed the Continental Divide, and now we've made our way past the Rio Grande. Seriously, you can do all of that in just one day. This might be the most epic ride of all time. Come on, guys. We've got one last stop to make.
We're sitting here at Kite Lake. We've come out about as far as you can come out. Took a dead-end road here. It's pushed out a long ways. It's kind of off the beaten path a little bit, and it's one of my personal favorite spots.
The experience being able to traverse so much land and see different landscapes on every turn has been really phenomenal.
A trip made even better for Tony, who got to share the adventure with his son.
Personally, to enjoy it with family, that's the best. To come up here with my son and capture memories that'll last a lifetime and see different things that we can share and enjoy forever is what it's all about.
That's the great thing about taking the Alpine Loop. It always brings you home.